Hello guys, how are you today?
I'm very well.
Agreed.
Then in you.
I'm super happy, Alicia. I can see that all of you are very enthusiastic to start this new class. So do not waste time and let's get started. I'm going to start the class by telling you a story. So pay attention because this story is shocking and interesting. Okay? Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. The treasure house. Once upon a time, in the lands of Egypt, lived a beautiful woman named Carla. Once she was to visit her grandmother. When they were talking to each other, suddenly Carla heard a mysterious noise, and surprisingly, her grandmother disappeared. Carefully, she took a knife that was on the table to protect herself from someone strange. Quickly, she searched every possible place she thought her grandmother could be. Unfortunately, she did not find her. She just found a mysterious box with a lot of money and old books inside. How was the activity? Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. How was the story? Interesting? Awesome.
Very interesting.
Okay, great, Kevin. As you could realize, today's lesson topic is story time. You know, at the time of telling any story, we commonly use a common English tense most of the time, which is the simple past tense. And we can also use some common adverbs and make connectors to connect ideas. So, make the story more understandable. So I'm going to share the screen to show you a conceptual map to teach you in a very different way how to make sentences in the simple past in all its tenses, and also what are the most common adverbs and main connectors. Okay, let me share the screen. Okay, here you go, guys. Now, past simple tense. What is a simple past? Simple past is just to talk about something that has already happened in the past. What is how to make a affirmative sentence? Any kind of sentence. In any tense, we commonly use a grammatical rule. In this case, we have subject plus a verb in the past plus complement. I'd like you to take into account that this grammatical rule, this rule, is only used for to all of the verbs, but not with the verb to be. Okay? With all of the verbs, irregular and regular verbs. For example, I walked faster. As you can see, we have the subject plus a verb in the past, walked, complement. We can say to, for example, I got afraid. It's another example. For example, I bought many flowers. It is an action that happened in the past. Okay. And as I already told you, the verb to be is unique. Let's say that it's unique. Okay, it's very different. It's for example, to make sentence in the verb to be, we use the grammatical rule. This grammatical rule: subject plus verb to be plus complement. For example, verb to be in the past. The verb to be in the past. For example, I was afraid. She was so beautiful. We were young. Take into account that was is used to the third person, and were is used to, for example, were, they, and we. Okay, the second person. Okay, now Alicia, could you share with us an example of affirmative sentence?
My mom participate in the event.
Yes, it's correct. You want to say another one? Do you want to say another sentence maybe? Not? Okay, Diana, could you share with us an example of affirmative sentences?
I looked at the forest. Pedro drove fast.
Yes, I walked in the forest. Yes, it's correct. It's perfectly correct. Roger, could you share with us an example?
Repeat.
Could you share with us an example of affirmative sentence?
She was afraid.
She was afraid. That's
Afraid.
perfectly good. Yes, good. Yahaira, could you share with us an example?
We were to Saragoon.
Yes, yes, it's correct. It's correct. We were. We are using the verb to be. Yes. Now, what is its negative form? Now, here we have. The grammatical rule is to all of the verbs, but not with the verb to be. Okay, take into account. The grammatical rule is subject plus did not plus root from the verb plus complement. For example, my boyfriend did not give me flowers. Okay, in this case, we do not use the verb in the simple past. Okay, we use did not, the auxiliary did. If we use the auxiliary did not, we are referring an action that passed in the past, but it's a negative sentence, an action that did not happen in the past. Okay. Now with the verb to be, here we have. Now with the verb to be, it's not necessary to use did not. Do you remember? Did not. It's not necessary. It's not necessary. Okay. When the subject of the sentence is singular, we use was not. When the subject is plural, we use were not. For example, the story was not terrible. Okay, the story, the subject, plus was not, plus complement. Okay. We use was not because story, we're referring to a third person. Yes, it was not terrible. Okay. Now, who wants to give me, to share with us a sentence, an example? Who wants to share with us an example? Kevin, could you share with us an example of negative sentences?
Yes. He was not shocked. And
Yes.
other is I did not like to watch the movie with my friends.
Could you repeat the sentence?
I did not like to watch the movie with my friends.
Yes, I did not like to watch movies Movies
your friends.
with my friends. Yes, I got it. I got it. And now, Roger, could you share with us an example of negative sentences?
I did not listen to new.
Yes, it's nicely done. Maybe, do you want to say another example? Not? Okay, let's do ask to Diana. Tell me. Please share with us an example of negative sentence.
I did not want to burn the gift. We were fine.
Yes, it's correct. We are using did not, okay? Because we are not using a verb to be. Yes, it's correct. Yahaira, could you share with us an example of negative sentences? Negative sentences? Yahaira, can you hear me? Alicia, could you share with us an example of negative sentences? We have, you have to use did not. Remember to refer that you are saying a negative sentence, no more. And the verb, remember that the verb is where we don't have to use the verb in the past. Okay.
I did not drink.
I did not drink. Yes, or we can say I didn't drink. Okay, as you can see over here. Yes, it's okay. Who wants to participate? Maybe Haira. Don't you want to participate?
I can say something.
I can hear very good. Okay, let's continue. No problem. Let's continue. Now, now how to ask a question using the simple past. At the same way, we have the grammatical rule. As okay, when asking a question with a verb to be, you don't need the auxiliary did. The formula is the subject plus was. I'm sorry, the formula is was or were plus subject plus complement to ask a question. We're not doing a affirmative or negative sentence. We are going to ask a question. Remember, the grammatical rule is was or were plus subject plus complement. This grammatical rule we only use with the verb to be, not with the rest of the verbs. Okay? For example, okay. For example, was the movie boring? For example, were they sad? Okay. Did you understand it? Okay. Now what is the grammatical rule to the rest of the verbs? It is did plus subject plus root from the verb plus complement. For example, something happened. Did your brother, oh my God, let me get closer. Yeah, okay, for example, did your brother win the gold medal or the silver medal? Who wants to make a sentence? Okay, go ahead, Kevin.
For example, did your mother arrive on time?
Yes.
Another is, did you work very hard last week?
Yes, it's
And
good.
another is, did she live in Japan last year?
Yes, yes, it's correct. It's correct, Kevin. Congratulations. And now to answer the questions, any question, any kind of question, we use short answers. For example, we can say, yes, he did not, to answer this question. Yes, he did not. Or maybe, I'm sorry, yes, he did. Or no, he did not. Or he didn't. Yes? Now, Alicia, could you share with us an example of a negative, oh, I'm sorry, of a question? Interrogative sentence?
Did Peter did and did my mother make the dinner?
Yes, it's perfectly well, Alicia. Royer, could you share with us an example?
Did you make your homework? Um, was your mother a teacher?
Was your mother a teacher? Yes, you are using the verb to be. It's correct. Take into account, please, take into account the difference between the verb to be and the rest of the verbs. The verb to be is not the same. It has its own grammatical rule. Yes? Now, Yahaira, you're back. Yahaira, could you share with us an example of interrogative sentence?
Did you drink the water?
Okay, it's good. Perfectly good, Jahaira. Now, Diana, you want to participate?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. Share with us an example.
Did your son achieve and was your father in the meet?
In the meat. Okay, good. Now, Alicia, it's your turn. Could you share with us an example? Alicia, are you over here, over there?
I can say another example.
Okay, Kevin, go
Carefully,
ahead.
everyone.
Let's ladies first, Kevin, ladies first. Alicia, could you share with us an example?
Carefully we went.
Could you repeat, please?
Carefully we went.
Careful. Or you are using an adverb, but it's okay. Okay, Kevin, go ahead.
Example is, did she want to learn English? Another can be,
Yes.
did she like to see it in the sun?
Yes, it's correct. Nicely done, Kevin. Nicely done. Okay, let's continue. We are going to learn, we are going to review 1, 2, 3, 4 common connectors that we commonly use to connect ideas. Yes? Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, why the connectors are very important at the time of writing a story? Do you know?
I'm sorry, can you repeat?
Okay. I was asking you why these connectors are very important at the time of writing a story. Don't you know?
No, I'm sorry.
Okay, I am going to tell. These connectors are very important because we use to connect ideas or to connect sentences. For example, we have learned, I'm sorry, let me do something. Okay, here you go. I'm so sorry. Okay. For example, we have learned how to make sentences negative, affirmative sentences. Okay. We have already learned. But if we can't do those sentences, if we can make many sentences in the simple past, but if we do not know, if we don't know how to use connectors, if we do not use connectors, we can't convey understandable messages or complete messages. Okay. For example, we can connect two sentences. For example, we can say, I was in the park. And another example, I went to the cinema, for example, and we use connectors. For example, I can say, first, I was in the park. Second, I went to the cinema. Okay, it's very important. It sounds more complete. Okay, it sounds much better. We are connecting two ideas. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, let's continue. Oh my God, I'm going to ask you an example. Okay, I was forgetting that. Okay, here you have. Alicia, could you say an example using a connector?
Finally, and decided to go.
Yes, it's correct. Roger, could you say an example?
First I went to the house.
Yes, first I went to the house. Yes, it's correct. Yahaira, could you say an example? Yes or not? Yes, you can do it. Go ahead. Could you say an example using a connector? For example, finally.
Finally, my boyfriend got me ring.
Yes, finally, my boyfriend gave me a ring. Yes, you are using the verb in the past. It's perfectly well, correct. Okay. Kevin, could you say an example?
Yes, finally my sister arrived.
Arrived. Yes, it's correct. It's correct. Diana, would you say an example?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
First, my friend invited me to go a park.
Yes, it's correct, Diana. Congratulations. You have done a great sentence. Okay, let's continue. Now, as I told you, adverbs are very important at the time of telling a story because these adverbs make the story more interesting, enjoyable, shocking. For example, if we add if we add, if we use, for example, the adverb carefully. When you say the word carefully, oh my God, for example, the listener, if you are speaking, the listener is waiting. What happened next? Yes, okay. It's very okay. Adverbs of manner. In this case, we have all of these are after adverbs of manner that are used to refer to the manner in which something is done or takes place. Place. So it's very important. Yes. Okay. Wait. Something is happening with it. For example, can you see? Yes, I think so. Something. Okay, here you have. I want you to see this example. It's not an example, I'm sorry. I'm going to say you an example. For example, I can say quickly, I went to my mom's house. I can say, for example, I was watching a video, but suddenly my father arrived. Yes, we are adding more more meaning to a sentence, to our message. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Roger, could you say an example using an adverb?
Careful, I close the door.
I closed the door. Yes. Carefully. Yes, it's correct. Now, Alicia, could you share with us an example?
Carefully we went.
We went. Yes. Carefully we went. Maybe you didn't want someone to hear you, so you carefully went. It's correct. Yahaira, could you say an example? Yahaira, you can do it. Go ahead. Could you say an example? A sentence using an adverb? Maybe you can use quickly, unfortunately, suddenly, surprisingly, fortunately, carefully. Yahaira, go ahead. You can do it. Come on. Come on, Yahaira.
Unfortunately, I didn't go to their party.
Yes, unfortunately, we didn't go to the party. Yes, it's correct. Congratulations, Yahaira. Now, Diana, could you say a sentence using an adverb?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, Diana. Go ahead.
Sandra, I did not have the money.
Yeah, okay. Suddenly, we didn't have money. Yes, it's correct. Kevin, you want to participate?
Yes. Yes.
Hey, Kevin, go ahead.
Fortunately, I found the keys.
Yes,
And
fortunately, I found the keys.
fortunately, I found the keys. Another
Yes,
is
yes.
sadly, I saw a snake.
Suddenly, I sold
So,
what?
so, so, that
Yeah,
I
yeah.
saw a snake.
Oh my God. Yeah, I understand. I got it. I'm sorry.
My
Uh,
friends.
Unfortunately, I saw a snake. Yes, it's correct, Kevin. It's correct. Ryer, do you want to participate? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, Ryer, go ahead. Say an example using an adverb. Carefully, fortunately, quickly.
Quickly.
Yes, use it. Use it in a sentence, quickly. What did you do quickly? For example, you can say, quickly, I did my homework. If you want to add more meaning to a sentence, you can say, quickly, I did my homework because my mom was angry. Okay? Do you understand it?
Okay.
Okay, okay, Ryer. As you can see, it's very important. It's pretty important to write an understandable story, as I already explained you. So we are going to practice. Do you have any question? Maybe.
No, teacher.
Okay, it's good. Do you have any question? Maybe Royer, Alicia, Yahaira, Diana. Do you have any question? Or is it all understandable?
No, teacher.
No? Okay. What do you want to what do you want me to explain you in a deeper way? It's very simple. It's very simple. It's very simple. Diana, do you have any question? No?
No, teacher.
Okay. Let's continue. Let me pause this. Okay. Let's continue, guys. Now, guys, as you know, it's time to practice. We have already learned, we have already reviewed, so it's time to practice. So pay attention, okay? Pay attention. We're going to take this worksheet. We're going to take this worksheet that I already delivered to you. Okay? Yes?
Yes.
And we are going to do the purposed activities. It's very simple. What you have to do is just read a story and underlined with different colors, if you want, of course, if you want different colors. What we have already learned. Affirmative, you know, we have already learned how to make affirmative, negative, interrogative, in the simple past. So we are going to read the story and identify sentences using in the simple past. And also we are going to underline adverbs. Do you remember? Adverbs: quickly, unfortunately, suddenly, fortunately, etc. Okay? And connectors: first, second, third, finally. If you find another connection, you can underline it too. Okay? Okay, guys, if you have any question, I think that it's very simple. If you have any question, please let me know. What you have to only do is to remember the verbs. Okay? No more. The verbs, sometimes the verbs is a little bit difficult, but in this case, I think that you can do it. It's very simple. Go ahead. If you have any questions, don't hesitate and just let me know. I will be glad to help you. Okay, guys, if you want me to repeat something, just let me know. Remember what we have learned.
I finished, teacher.
Okay, Kevin.
Finish, teacher.
Great, Roger. Great.
Finish, teacher.
Great, Diana, great.
Finish, teacher.
Nicely done, Alicia. Let's wait you. Yahaira.
Finish.
Okay, guys, you have done a great job. You are so fast. Okay, I think that you have understand it. Okay. Could you let me check your activity, Diana? Because I'm going to check. Okay. First one, okay, 1, 2. Yes. Last one. Yeah. You. Yes. Yes. Okay, Diana. It's correct. Now, Roger, let me check, please. Let me check. Yes. 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 Okay, Roger. Great job. Kevin, let me check, please. Word immediately. Yes. Look. Yes. Yes, Kevin. Great. Great job. Yahaira, please let me check. Okay. Okay. Yes. Yes, Yahaira, you have done a great job. Congratulations. Now, Alicia, let me check, please. I can see very well, but it's okay. I can see very well, but Alicia, it's not a big problem. So I think that you have done a great job. Yes, I only can see a little bit, but it's no problem. Okay, let's continue. Thank you very much, Alicia. Okay, let's continue. As you know, as you could realize, the use of the simple past is pretty important at the time of telling a story. We can't write, we can tell a story, for example, in the future. It's not possible. Yes? Yes, guys?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Yes.
Now, as homework, I would like you to write at least, please, pay attention, at least 3 sentences using the simple past. Any sentence, use 3 sentences. It could be negative sentence, affirmative sentence, or interrogative sentence. Maybe if you want, you can connect your sentence with the use of adverbs and connectors and tell I'm sorry. It's great. It's great. Okay. And I would like you to practice the pronunciation of the adverbs and connectors. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, okay. The pronunciation, please. The pronunciation of the adverbs and the connectors. Yes? Now, as to finish the class, we are going to take this worksheet, another worksheet, okay? And we are going to do this very simple activity, okay? In the first activity, you have to write five sentences in the simple past. 5 sentences, okay? 5 sentences of something that you maybe do in the past, maybe related to an experience that you had in the past, okay? Now, yes, and the next activity is very simple. In the next activity, you have to just join these sentences. Can you see? Join these sentences, the first, the second, the third, fourth, and fifth sentence using connectors and adverbs. Yes, for example, what happened first and next and finally, what happened? Yes, do you understand it? I think that it's very, very clear, and you can read it too. You can read it the statement, okay? You understand it? Yes, okay, go ahead. Go
Yes.
ahead, guys. Please take the necessary time to do a great job.
I finished.
Nice. Okay, Shelly, nicely done. Okay, Diana.
Finish, teacher.
Okay, yes. Yeah, okay. Okay, Ryan, great job. No.
Finish, teacher.
Congratulations, Alicia.
Finish.
Great, Yahaya, great. Now I'm going to check your activity, okay? I want you to check only the last activity. This activity, I'm going to check this activity. No, this activity, no. Yeah, this activity, yes. I'm going to check the last activity. Please let me check, Alicia, let me check. The last activity, Alicia, the last one. Yes, I can see very well. I can see very well, Alicia. I don't know what happened. Okay, Alicia, it's good, Alicia. It's perfectly well. I will be checking your activity, your assessment after the class because I can see very well. Something is going on. Okay, Ryan, let me check, please. Ryan, let me check. Okay, the last one, please. The last one. My cat was. Yes, the last one, please. The second one, the second activity. Okay. Okay, Roger, the next one. First, my cat was in the back. There's something disappeared. Carefully, I went to tell my mother. She helped to search the cat. Finally, the cat was under the bed. Yes, it's a good experience. It's a good experience, Ryan. Interesting. Now, Kevin, let me check, please.
Just the last activity.
Just the last activity, yes. First, I was doing my tasks. Suddenly, the light turned off. Yeah, it's a good phrase. Turn off. Okay, wait. A little light appeared in the window. Carefully, I was to. Yes. Yes, it's a good experience, Kevin. It's a little bit shocking, maybe. Diana, let me check, please. Just the last activity, please. The last activity I can see. Okay, I went to the park. Wait. I found an old key. I took the key, decided to ask for help. My family and I discovered that they opened a door of an old, maybe it's a house. Okay, it's perfectly good, Diana. Congratulations. You have done a great job. Alicia, okay, I have already checked it. Yahaira, you're the last. You're the last. Yahaira, let me check, please. I was in the school. My mom arrived. She told me, yeah, my father, yes, my mom and I went to help my. Okay, it's good, Yahaira. Yes, congratulations. Congratulations to everyone. You really have done a great job. Congratulations. I can say it's the end, guys. We have finished the class. We have finished the lesson. Thank you very much. And take care. Take care, guys. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye,
Bye.
Roger, Alicia,
Bye.
Diana. Yeah, bye-bye, guys. See you.